Hey, I'm Charles Barkley. You're watching JR Sports Brief.
So look, folks, it's JR. You're checking out the Sport Brief. You already know I'm down here in Atlanta with Capital One for the Final Four, but right now I'm in the Georgia Aquarium. It's the largest aquarium in the world. These fish are pretty big, and we're here for the Heroes of the Hardwood event, but we're going to check in with my main man, Clark Kellogg, and listen to what he has to say about the tournament and a few other things, like your education. I'm going to give a short introduction. Is that okay?
Short and sweet is my preference, JR.
Well, listen, Ohio State superstar, announcing superstar. Quick question. If you had to pick one team out of the championship game tonight, who would you go with? We have Michigan here, and then we also have Louisville. But I know you have to be a little partial, right? Impartial.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm actually going to be courtside calling the game, JR, along with Steve Kerr, Jim Nance, and Tracy Wolfson. I won't offer a prediction as to who's going to win, but I'm excited about the matchup. Both of these teams are excellent basketball teams. Louisville has been outstanding defensively all year, forcing 6 more turnovers from its opponents than they commit. And Michigan has been one of the most efficient offensive teams in college basketball. I'm anxious to see what gives, what prevails. And the wonderful thing about competition is that you never know exactly how it's going to play out. But I think we're in for a competitive and fun matchup.
I mean, me personally, I just like to see Michigan hopefully bombing out there. That's me speaking. But right now we're at the Heroes of the Hardwood Luncheon, something that Capital One is putting on. Can you just talk a little bit about your involvement with Capital One, especially when it deals with education?
Well, I'm actually a advisory board member for Capital One, have been now. This is my 3rd year serving in that capacity, and I'm excited about, one, college athletics and celebrating achievement between the lines and on the playing field, but also being able to support students as they pursue their academic endeavors and their scholarship opportunities. And that's what's made this a really neat association for me, the fact that Capital One not only celebrates achievement on the court or on the playing field or on the track, but it also celebrates education by providing scholarship money for student athletes. So to be able to combine those two, because I had a great experience as a student athlete at Ohio State, ultimately got my degree from the Ohio State University, and I understand the value of a college degree and an education in terms of giving you at least some of the foundational pieces you need to have a chance to be successful in life. So to have a chance to be involved with Capital One in its celebration of academics and athletic excellence, that's a win-win for me.
Now, out of that education and scholarships and the opportunity that a lot of the student athletes get, is there any advice from your own experiences that you would pass on to the athletes participating in the tournament?
A number of things. One is you have to own your development, not just in your particular sport, but you have to own your personal development, your spiritual development, your social development, and your academic development. You have to own that. There are tons of resources available to help you navigate that journey, but you have to be committed to carving out time to be intentional about getting better and growing as a student, as an athlete, and as a person. That would be the first thing. The other thing would be to enjoy and embrace lifelong learning. Whether you're competing in athletics, there are opportunities to learn lessons that you can use outside of your sport. Whether you're not involved in athletics, to be able to take advantage of the opportunities that are out there to learn and to grow, but to be a lifelong learner, to be eager to continue to grow in every way. And if you can do that, then you'll have a chance to reach your God-given potential, and you'll also have a chance to fulfill your own dreams and impact others in a positive way.
Well, Clark, I appreciate that. I mean, generally we have JR Wisdom here on the Sport Brief, but I think you just dropped all of the Sport Brief viewers with some Clark Wisdom. Is that good?
That'll work for me.
Special K Wisdom?
Special K Wisdom sounds fine.
You got that. Special K Wisdom. Well, Clark, I really appreciate the time. Everyone can go ahead and click right there, subscribe to Capital One, keep up with all the great content that's being pushed out, and heed to the Clark Wisdom. Just get an education. Take advantage of what you have in front of you. We are out. Clark, any last words?
No last words other than own your own development and be intentional about it.
It's Clark Wisdom.